I know that the press doesn't tell the truth all the time. In fact, most of the times they lie. Why? Because they lied about me too.
Welcome to Black and Powerful. We're still looking at the trending BBC documentary To the Reverend and Respected Prophet T.B. Joshua. In this video, you're going to hear what Pastor Chris Oyakhilome said about the press and the media. He said you shouldn't trust a man that can comfortably lie from his mouth to tell you the truth. This, according to him, is because they did the same thing to him. The media press lied against him too. Also in this video, you'll see the reaction of wise man Daniel, one of the disciples of Prophet T.B. Joshua. As you watch, kindly support us to get this video to other people. Like, share, comment, and finally, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one.
Why should we allow men who can tell lies at home, tell lies to their friends? Why should we allow them to control the whole world with their own information? It's unacceptable. I, as an individual, I know that the press doesn't tell the truth all the time. In fact, most of the times they lie. Why? Because they lied about me too. Yes, you see, you can know yourself more than anybody else. So when they told things about me that I knew were not true, I now knew that, these people tell lies. Because I could prove it by myself. That they lied. If they never lied about me, maybe I wouldn't be sure whether or not they tell lies. But I can tell you, they tell a lot of lies. A lot of lies. Some years ago, one recognized newspaper in South Africa published something. They said that I gave money to somebody and planned with him and told him that he should stand up from the wheelchair. So I bribed him. I bribed him with money. You know, I didn't reply you since then. I knew that the day, you know, I was so cross about it then. I thought of taking them to court. But the Spirit of God said, no, don't do that. I knew that one day I will have a mouth that is bigger than theirs. Those who stood up from the wheelchairs in their homes, did I give them money? You saw some. Did I give them money? From their homes. In different countries. In China, you saw some yesterday. Today again. On Friday. All over the world. Those who have been healed of cancer. How much did I give all these people all over the world? You should be ashamed of lying. I'm telling you this, you see, I remember once I was preaching years ago. So I had a backpack, a transmitter, a microphone transmitter. So I had it on my belt. I didn't wear a jacket. I didn't wear a jacket, so you could see it as I preached. Now, those days, I was just one of very few preachers that used the wireless microphone in preaching on television. So when I was speaking and mentioning names and cases of people and what they were suffering from, and people were being healed, the next day, a newspaper, a responsible, respected newspaper published how that I was wearing, they called it a pager. They said I was wearing a pager. Now some of you wouldn't know what a pager is. It's one of those communication gadgets of years ago. So they said with that pager, someone was giving me information on what the sick people were sick of. So they said if you look closely at Pastor Chris, you will see. Then they described what I was wearing. And they said, that thing is where they give him information. And I read this thing. How stupid could they have been? That thing was not receiving information, it was transmitting information from my microphone. The opposite was true. They lied.
I believe you heard the man of God sharing his own experience of how reputable newspapers published lies against him, alleging he bribed people to get up from their wheelchairs and also that he was using a pager attached to his belt to receive information of the problems and cases of his congregation. So, this shows that not everything the media pushes out is true. Be guided. Sit tight and watch wise man Daniel as he foretold what would happen to so many ministers of God in 2024. This prophecy was in the last days of December 2023. Watch, like, and don't forget to subscribe.
This prophecy is for ministers of God all over the world. This prophecy, number 2, is for ministers of God all over the world. Many ministers of God will be attacked in 3 different ways this year 2024. Everywhere is quiet. Hey Jesus. Let me start from the beginning again. Many ministers of God will be attacked in 3 different ways this year 2024 because of their offensive utterances and approaches to the things of the Spirit, which God is not happy about. These attacks will come in form of 1, terminal diseases; 2, physical attacks from plots and ambush; 3, spiritual attacks. If you are a minister of God, including myself, what does not concern me, what does not concern you, because all eyes are on you. I'll not say one another. I know. Hey, this, how? Hey, God showed me. But if I mention name now, it's another problem. So, but you see it. Because the calling of God in your life is to preach the gospel. Anything outside that gospel, salvation, don't hear it. Don't even dabble into it as a man of God. Because you end up provoking the devil, tempting the devil, and thereby provoking God to withdraw his strength and leave you to your own might and power. And when it comes to the battlefield, might and power cannot hold you, cannot protect you. You need spiritual to stand them. And you abandon the spiritual and not going physical. There's a problem. Take note, take note, take note. God's grace will no longer speak for them because they have assumed God's position to judge and condemn those whom God has not condemned or judged. Also because they have abandoned the primary reasons why they were anointed and now pursuing material things of this world, which has given Satan the opportunity to come into their spiritual life to cause harm. The fire, that's what we call grace. That grace is like Holy Ghost fire surrounding you as a minister of God. The more you go into what does not concern you, the more the fire reduces. The more you go into what does not concern you, the more the fire reduces. The more you take God's position, the more the fire reduces. And when the fire reduces, no shield, the enemy can now. But that fire is supposed to protect you. If you have eyes to see where the level of your fire, you will stop talking anyhow. But because even the spiritual eyes is blind, so that you can talk anyhow, you leave what God gave you to do. You are entering another matter. That matter will consume you.